Hi everyone, I hope you all safe and healthy with your family and friends. In this video, we are going to learn about 11th Standard Accountancy, Chapter 9, Rectification of Errors, Illustration Sum number 13. The heading is Rectify the following journal entry. They have given here the error journal entry. Okay, we need to rectify it. Okay, the first error journal entry is purchases account debtor 5,000 rupees to cash account 5,000 rupees. The narration is given here. Furniture purchased for cash. Where is the error? Can you find it? So we have to find the error. For that, you have to take this narration as the transaction. Let me take the narration as the transaction, that is furniture purchased for cash rupees. How much? 5,000 rupees. What this transaction tells us, or what this narration tells us? Purchased furniture, that means furniture is an asset. Whenever you purchased furniture or whenever you purchased asset, you have to enter the name of the asset. Which is the name of the asset? Furniture is the name of the asset. You have to enter it. Whenever you purchased goods or whenever you purchased asset is whatever things you purchased, that is the expenses. It is an expenses for you. You purchased furniture, it is the expenses for you. All expenses is to be debited. So furniture account debtor 5,000 rupees. When you purchased asset, your cash goes out from your hand. So cash account decreases, cash account is to be credited. Okay, cash is the giver. You give the cash to purchases furniture, right? You give the cash for purchasing asset. So cash goes out from your hand, cash account decreases, it is to be credited. Okay, so what is the correct journal entry? Furniture account debtor 5,000 rupees to cash account 5,000. So where is the error? Listen. Purchases account is an error because you purchased furniture. Whenever you purchased asset, you have to enter the asset name, furniture name. Okay, instead of furniture name, they have given here asset account. So this is one side error. Okay, so where is error? Error is on debit side. Because purchases account debtor, purchases account is on debit side. So error is on debit side. Where is which is the error? Purchases account is the error. Which account is error? Purchases account is an error. So where is purchases account? Purchases account is on debit side. Where is purchases account? It is on debit side. To rectify it, you need to credit the purchases account. So the rectification of the journal entry is whenever you enter, you create the rectification of the journal entry, you have to enter the correct account on correct side. Which account is correct on which side? Furniture account is the correct account on debtor side. So you have to enter furniture account debtor 5,000 rupees on rectification of journal entry. So we entered furniture account debtor 5,000 rupees. Okay. So then we have to find which account is error. Purchases account is an error. Okay. Where is it? It is on debit side. We need to credit it. Then only the error will be rectified. So we credited the purchases account. So the rectification of the journal entry, this is the answer. Okay. The rectification of the journal entry is purchases account debtor 5,000 to furniture account debtor 5,000 to purchases account 5,000. Okay. The narration is purchases of furniture wrongly debited to purchases account, now rectified. Okay. The next transaction is here the error journal given here. Okay. What is given in the question? The error journal. Neela account debtor 8,000 rupees to cash account 8,000. The narration is salary paid to Neela. Where is the error? Can you find it? So to find the error, we take the narration as the transaction. Let's take the narration as the transaction. The transaction is salary paid to Nila rupees 8,000. What this transaction tells us? Whenever you pay the salary, your cash goes out, right? So whenever cash goes out, cash account decreases, cash account is to be credited in the name of salary. So what is the correct entry? Salary account debtor 8,000 rupees to cash account 8,000 rupees. This is the one-sided error. Okay, on which side? It is on debit side. So because instead of salary account, they given on debit side Nila account. So Nila account is the error. Nila account is on debit side. So we find the error. Where is it? It is on debit side. Which account is error? Nila account is error. How do you rectify it? How can you rectify it? You have to debit. It is on debit side. Nila account is on debit side. We have to credit it only. The error will be rectified. Okay. So the rectification journal entry is, this is the answer. So whenever you prepare the rectification journal entry, first you have to enter the correct account on correct side. Okay, which account is correct account? Salary paid to Nila. So salary account debtor. So salary account is the correct account. It is on debit side. So we have to enter the salary account on debtor 8,000 rupees. Then to find which account is error, we already found it. Nila account is error. It is on debit side. How can we rectify? Rectify it. We have to credit it. We have to credit the Nila account. So Nila account is to be credited. We credited the Nila account. Okay. So the rectification of the journal entry is salary account debtor 8,000 rupees to Nila account 8,000 rupees. The narration is salary paid to Nila wrongly debited to her account. Her means what? Nila account. The next journal entry is error journal entry is given here. We need to find the error and rectify it. Okay. We have to give the rectification of the journal entry. Okay. The given journal entry is Kuralamudu account debtor 2,000 rupees to cash account 2,000 rupees. The narration also given here. Rent paid to Kuralamudu. Where is the error? We need to find the error. Okay. Can we find the error? We can take that narration as the transaction. Let's we take the narration as the transaction, that is rent paid to Kuralamudu rupees 2,000. Okay. What this transaction tells us? Rent paid. Rent paid means cash goes out in the name of rent. Okay, rupees 2,000 rupees cash goes out in the name of rent. What is the correct journal entry? Whenever cash goes out, your cash account decreases. So you credited the cash account, right? So in the name of rent, rent is the receiver. Debit the receiver. Okay. So rent account debtor 2,000 rupees to cash account 2,000. This is the correct journal entry. What is given there? What journal entry is given there? The wrong journal entry is Kuralamudu account debtor 2,000 rupees to cash account 2,000. This is the error journal entry they given to us. Okay. So let's say where is error? We have to compare these two journal entry. Then only we can find the error. Let's take the credit side. Credit side we have on both the journal entry. Credit side we have the cash account. So we have the same account on both journal entry on credit side. So there is no error. Credit side has no error. Okay, let's take the debit side. Debit side we have the different account. Debit side we have the rent account and the Kuralamudan account. So we have the different account only. We can say debit side has the error. So the error is only on debit side. Okay. So which account is error? Kuralamudu account is error. You paid rent means rent account data to cash account. Instead of rent account, an accountant entered Kuralamudu account. So which account is the error? Kuralamudu account is the error. Where is it? It is on debtor side. We need to credit it. We need to credit the Kuralamudu account. So the rectification of the journal entry is, when first ever you have to enter the correct account on correct side. Which account is correct account? Rent account is the correct account. Which side? On debtor side. So on debtor side we have to enter the rent account debtor 2000 rupees. Then we have to check which account is error account. Of course Kuralamudu account is the error account. On which side? Debtor side. We need to credit it. So we credited the Kuralamudu account on 2000 rupees. So the rectification of the journal entry is rent account debtor 2000 rupees to Kuralamudu account 2000 rupees. The narration is rent paid to Kuralamudu wrongly debited to her account, now rectified. The next error entry is given here. Cash account debtor 9000 to sales account 9000. The narration also given here. Furniture sold for cash. So where is error? So to find the error, let's take the narration as the transaction. Okay. So furniture sold for cash rupees 9000. What this transaction tells us? Furniture sold for cash means furniture is the asset. Whenever you sold asset, you have to enter the name of the asset. Okay. So the correct journal entry is cash account debtor 9000 to furniture account 9000. So whenever you sold furniture, whenever you sold goods, anything, cash comes into your business. Income increased in your business. The revenue comes into your business because you sold something. You sold goods, you sold asset, whatever you sold, cash comes into your business. So whenever cash comes into your business, cash account increases. Whenever cash account increases, you debited the cash account. So cash account debtor. You sold furniture. You sold asset. Okay. So whenever you sold anything, any goods or asset, your revenue increases. Whenever revenue increases, revenue account credited. Revenue account means furniture asset is the revenue. Whenever you sold asset, your revenue account increases, so you credited the revenue account. Whenever revenue account increases, you credited it. Okay. So the correct journal entry for this transaction, for this or for the narration, cash account debtor 9000 rupees to furniture account 9000. What the error entry they given? Cash account debtor 9000 rupees to sales account 9000 they given here. Okay. So we have to find out the error. So for that we have to compare the both journal entry. First let's take the debit side. Debit side we have cash account here. Here also we have the cash account. So debit side there is no error on debit side because we have the same account on debit side, that is cash account. Okay. Let's take the credit side. We have furniture account here and here we have the sales account. We have the different account on credit side. So definitely credit side has the error. This is one-sided error. Okay. So which is error? Which account is error? This is one-sided error and credit side error. Which account is error? Of course, sales account is the error. Furniture account is the correct account because you sold furniture. You have to enter the furniture account. We have to enter the asset account. So furniture account is the correct error, correct account. Sales account is the error. Okay. Where is sales account? Sales account is on credit side. So how can you rectify this error? You have to debit the sales account only. The error is to be rectified. Okay. So this is the rectification of the journal entry. This is the answer. Okay. Whenever you enter the rectification of the journal entry, you prepare the rectification of the journal entry, you pause the rectification of the journal entry. First ever you have to enter the correct account on correct side. So which account is correct account? On which side? Furniture account, credit side as the correct account. So we have to enter first the furniture account on credit side. So to furniture account 9,000 rupees we entered. Then which account is the error account? On which side? Sales account is the error account. It is on credit side. How can we rectify it? We have to opposite it. So we have to opposite it means we have to debit it. We have to debit the sales account only. The error is. So to rectify the error, we need to debit the sales account. We debited sales account 9,000 rupees. So the rectification of the journal entry is sales account debtor 9,000 rupees to furniture account 9,000. The narration is furniture sold for cash wrongly credited to sales account, now rectified. Next error journal entry they given here, that is cash account debtor 6,000 rupees to Kodai Malar account 6,000. The narration also given here, goods sold for Kodai Malar for cash. Okay, where is the error? Can you find it? So we can find the error. We take the narration as the transaction, then only we find out the error. Okay, so the transaction is goods sold for Kodai Malar for cash. How much rupees? 6,000 rupees. Okay, we take the narration as the transaction. Okay, for this transaction, what this transaction tells us, goods sold for Kodai Malar for cash rupees 6,000. So when the correct journal entry is cash account debtor 6,000 rupees to sales account 6,000 rupees. So whenever you sold goods, cash comes into your business, revenue comes into your business. So whenever you sold goods, cash account increases. Whenever cash account increases, you debited the cash account. Okay, so cash account debtor. Whenever you generate sales on your company, revenue account increases, right? Through sales, your revenue increases. Whenever revenue account increases, you credited the revenue account, which means sales account. You credited the sales account. So the correct journal entry is cash account debtor 6,000 rupees to sales account 6,000 rupees. What is given here? What is the wrong entry is given here in the question? Cash account debtor 6,000 rupees to Kodai Malar account 6,000, right? Okay. How can you find the error? We can compare these both journal entry only, we can find the error. Okay, let's take the debit side on both journal entry. Debit side we have cash account, and there also we have the cash account. So we have the same account on debit side. So there is no error on debit side. Let's take the credit side. We have the different account on credit side. Here sales account and there Kodai Malar account. So where is the error? Error is on credit side. It is one-sided error, right? So which account is an error? Of course, Kodai Malar account is an error. Where is Kodai Malar account? Kodai Malar account is on credit side. Okay. So we find the error, it is on credit side, it is on one-sided error. Kodai Malar account is an error. Okay. So now we can prepare the rectification of the journal entry. Whenever you prepare the rectification of the journal entry, first you have to enter the. So whenever you prepare the rectification of journal entry, first we have to enter the correct account on correct side. So listen here. What the narration given here? Goods sold for Kodai Malar for cash. That means cash account debtor to sales account. Which side we have the error? Credit side we have the error. Which account is correct account? Sales account is the correct account on credit side. So we have to enter the sales account on credit side. On credit side we enter the sales account. To sales account 6,000 rupees we entered. Then which account we have the error? We have the error on Kodai Malar account. On which side Kodai Malar account has? It is on credit side. So how can we rectify it? We have to debit it only. The error will be rectified. So for that we rectified the code. We debited the Kodemalar account. Okay. So the rectification of the journal entry is Kodemalar account data 6,000 rupees to sales account 6,000 rupees. This is the answer. The narration is goods sold for Kodemalar for cash wrongly credited to her account now rectified. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.